Ooh, new God of War video from. Of course, it would eventually happen. I don't care about your ad. Please go away. But a new Clown Guy 2 video. Oh, we get to see the spear this video. The thumbnail I have in the notifications on my phone is Kratos hugging Atreus, but the one I just got on the recommended page has the Lady of the Forge on it. I'm gonna cue that up already, but I'm not seeing no music. So I'm realizing that I probably shouldn't do anything on this game yet, because currently all the stuff in the events list isn't like gonna end soon. It's like stories obviously permanent. This one has another 30 days, 32 days, 32 days. Let's see what in here is actually events. I think this is an event. No, it says high difficulty. It doesn't have a timer, so it's high difficulty content. Yeah, I'm not really gonna like worry too much about these. I'm obviously gonna probably do like the early levels of Shoot Defense, but I'm only ever gonna get like half the stuff that's in it because it's just power creep is too ridiculous. I'm just not even gonna bother with it anymore. And Deadly Assault I've always found to be my least favorite. It's just frustrating and annoying. This I might do eventually, but like again, 32 days. Uh, this one doesn't start until an hour and a half from now. This one doesn't start for another 2 weeks. This one doesn't start for until another little over 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. This is just a normal giveaway. This is obviously a small event because it only gives 300. Same with this one, and same with this one. So I don't really have to worry about any of those. So I can actually kind of just leave this for a while. And most of the stuff I need is from permanent, anyways. Like I'm missing like half of the stuff from Hollow Zero, mostly just because I hate Operation Matrix. It's so annoying. I hate Control Effect or whatever the hell they added. Starting with the bosses in, I think it started with the Sarah boss actually. I don't know. I hate it. I hate Control Effects. I think it's just a worse version of an idea I had for this game ages ago, which was having another flash, which was blue, where so red flash you have to dodge, gold flash you can dodge or defensive assist, and blue would be you have to defensive assist, but it doesn't cost a defensive assist point. But attempting to dodge it would get you hit anyway. Control effect or control attack or whatever it is they called it is just that, but worse. Because they removed the flash system entirely, the entire way you dodge in this game. And it's like, really? Why would you do that? It's just so annoying. But like everything in here lasts a while, so I can kind of I can let this game stew for a bit. Because I've got stuff that's ending on both Enfield and yeah, and Genshin, and I need to do both of those. I hadn't realized the deadline for the summer event had already come up to me on Genshin, and I do really want to do that. At first, I was like, oh, I'll be fine if I miss it. I'm not really waiting for anyone in particular. I'm still working on the characters that I'm currently working on. Of that huge like batch of characters, I can start focusing on just this now. Um, but like I've been focusing on a huge batch of characters, and I want to finish them. And then after that, I have to do the other batch of characters, which includes many characters I do actually want to build. The only problem is that I started this whole building everyone at once thing before I actually got many of those characters. So obviously, a lot of those characters that I really want to build, or quote unquote have to build, are currently sitting in there. Among them, including buffed characters like Miko, including other limited 5 stars like Sandrone, and I'm pressing dodge. Hello. It's not even taking my input of dodge. Hello. See, it's not taking my input of the dodge button at all. But characters like Columbina and Sandrone need to build. I have some of my favorite 4-star designs in Irua and Yehoda, both in design and gameplay. Yehoda might have, Yehoda might be a good 3rd or 4th place, but well, type weapon, hello. But Ilua might have my single favorite, most favorite design in the entire game. Like genuinely, I love his design. It also gives me like huge non-binary coded vibes, and I really like it. It's just a really good design. I feel like the use of like larger jackets aren't used enough outside of like very specific characters, and by that I mean like just Nervalat has like the big puffy jacket, and it's not even a jacket. It's a robe. So that time it took the input. See, now it's taking the input. I wasn't doing that. Yeah, I've got because I've been doing all that stuff, I haven't really been worrying about like pulling for characters, because all it does is make that backlog worse. Obviously, except for characters I really wanted. I really wanted Sandrone because of there's the fact that I really like Sandrone. I've always wanted I've wanted Sandrone since she was first revealed, all the way back when. All the way back at the what was it? When was that one? I think it was released during Sumeru. When we first got because that would have been before like Sumeru actually. It would have been like a super early Sumeru because that's when we first got a look at Dottoro's current design. That wasn't his. What was the Omega clone? I can't remember the name. The one from the comic, which I had read before Sumeru started. It's like, oh, Kale is a character that's coming out. I believe that's a character that was teased before. I was like, okay, I'm gonna read the comic, and I did. It was pretty good. I really like the usage of the because you don't really ever get to see, especially back then, we didn't really have that many like battle scenes, so you never really got to see what these characters look like in battle. Usually, outside of like very specific cutscenes. And so it was really nice. But anyway, all the way back then we got Sandrone, so that's why I pulled her. Also, it ended up being a good idea because I realized afterwards that Sandrone in order to do Stellar Conduct at the moment, and so I really wanted to use Stellar Conduct because it included 2 of my favorite DPSs, those being Wriothesley and Cyno, as much as Cyno apparently has a really high regret rate, which when I first got him, I was kind of annoyed that I got him because I wasn't trying to get him at the time. Hello, Trigger Ass. But I then found that I actually really like him anyways, because especially when I was doing tests for. I need to do that. When I was doing tests for, I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually. When I was doing tests for my Kuching set before I actually got her mid Fontaine, it was so long. Um, it was Brain No Worky. But yeah, after I got a because I realized I needed her for him at the time at the moment. I think there is a character, but I can't remember if that's the character I was trying to avoid pulling for. There's a character I'm trying to avoid pulling for in Snezhnaya. This person, it's the character who has the same voice actor as the voice actor for Yao Guang from Star Rail, and the reason is that it was revealed that she is actually she's among those voice actors that still like to dog on Kenichi's new VA, and even told another person who's playing that we quote unquote don't like him. And I was like, you cannot seriously still be on this SAG-AFTRA bullshit. Like, genuinely. That whole strike nonsense was like a bunch of bullshit. SAG-AFTRA is one of those unions that shows you like the problems that can happen when you have unions. Unions are good in theory. The problem is sometimes they end up becoming just like the companies they're supposed to protect against. It's stupid. But yeah, they were still dogging on Kenichi's VA, and I really didn't want to pull for the character that was that. But if it does, I'll just like I mean, I can always swap to another language. It's really not that hard for me. I just play on Korean pretty often. Whenever all of the voices disappeared during the whole improper strike stuff, I did actually swap to Korean for the entire version because half the characters in the cast weren't voiced. Because a bunch of the voice actors that were SAG were being like booted off, or rather, they were refusing to come into work. So the lot character. Some characters during that time were not voiced, but for different reasons. For example, Kachina's VA at first seemed like she might be part of it, but then it was revealed she just had she was just sick, which based it makes sense. Actually, no, I need free energy first. Yeah, you can still attack it while it's doing this, and all you do is get free energy. Die! Yeah, that whole thing was a clusterfuck. What was this was talking about? Oh yeah. The reason I want to do that summer event is because there is one character in that summer event that is important to me right now, which is Charlotte. Not because of the outfit. The outfit looks good, obviously, but I've always not really. It doesn't really matter considering I actually prefer her base outfit more. Same with Kirara. I ended up going for her outfit pretty hard, but I didn't actually end up using it very much. I ended up swapping back to her default design. But I want Charlotte because I need Charlotte. Charlotte is the only 4-star in the game I do not have, which is just crazy. And I genuinely think it was just me skipping Risley all those years ago. I think I skipped him. No, I didn't go for him I didn't go out of my way to go for him. I think it wouldn't be until I think Sitlali actually that I would start going out and exploring Sumeru and stuff in an attempt to actually get stuff from that. So you're just dealing with about sheer defense. Nope, I don't know where to go. Can you go to challenge awards? Thank you. Just give me the free stuff. Thank you. It's 378 to 15. I know I'm like probably around 50 now. 48. Yeah, there's that. On Enfield, apparently there's a few events actually closing down on top of the new Honorable Monument, which is now out. So I gotta do all that stuff as well. So I'm actually gonna not play this game for a bit. Oh yeah, I forget you just press this button. Oh my god. Nothing here worth it. Okay. We're very close to finishing Trigger, which is nice.
Need something? I've got your back.
Although, I will have to do this part eventually. But I'm definitely not going to do it right now. But I'm fine with her just being useful in the other mode for now. It's good enough. Because the Hollow Zero automatically gives characters stuff, so. It may not be the greatest stuff, but it's at least stuff, I suppose.